Grand Risings. I was thinking, whew, get that airflow into my lungs. This is my prayer. Making these in the morning. Now, some of the things I was thinking about, they're so fleeting. See if I can break it back. Yes. Oh. It's coming along well with my real estate. I finished another book yesterday, and this was an ancient treatise on government. And it was describing how they have their different species, and species grow out of or governments grow out of people and families and nations and cities. And as such, I've realized that there are things about being a lion, which is strength. There's things about being a hawk or eagle, which is boldness and swiftness. That as animals, they're not the same. They have different times of when they need to strike for the kill and when they need to go on the hunt. And sometimes it's been like people have told me different things. And I've amounted to nothing but only to describe their perspective and then describe me in relation to their perspective. So as I've been reading some more of the objective stuff, I've realized, depending on the life I'm living, which is a good one, especially concerning my business dealings in real estate, that with the education I'm receiving through my brokerage, I'm a boss. It's going to take some time, a little bit more time, probably like 3 months, which is no time at all, to finish my brokerage license. However, at that point, I'll be a broker, be brokering deals and transactions still, and I'll be doing strength building. I used to have a lot more muscle, and I have setback. We all have setbacks in lives, and about treaties of government, they said strength builds courage. So if I have less courage than I used to, it's more than likely because I lost a lot of my strength that I thought I was gonna have for this period of my life. And there's some other good ideas. They're saying that when one is focused on building the mind, one could not be focused on building the body. And there's a difference between leisure and play. I think it's when you focus on building the mind, you need leisure time. When you focus on building the body, you need playtime as the refrain. So I've been building my mind lately, the past few months, and I've had some leisure time with it. And I've done some things, like getting my weights over here, getting some jump ropes, changing up my diet so I'm on a more regular diet with protein intake and healthy. Just full of calories, carbohydrates, and non-preservatives like fruits, raisins, waters, and juices. Lots of it. And with the strength that I'm building, I'm looking forward to the future and with the anticipation of excitement, especially the excitement that comes from making more connections, building those connections, and being a builder. Generally speaking, as I'm learning more. Well, I already know about working with contractors, and I was talking with someone I would consider my mentor, father figure, Ned. He has worked with contractors, and we were talking. I was talking about the contractor I was hiring, how I was gonna pay them in 3 installments plus 2 inspection periods. So one payment at the beginning, one payment after they've done the first coat of paint. I'll inspect it, and then the final payment upon final inspection and completion. Third payment. The contractor rejected the offer because somehow he didn't want customers running his business. Little does he know that I have my own business, which I'm running, and I don't trust that man. I have no idea who he is. I've played plenty of people half of the money up front and they've never finished. So I'm not ever doing that. That's foolish. And he had an attitude about it. So probably it's a good thing I didn't work with him. Yeah, it made me mad. But that was in the past. So the reason he made me mad was because he didn't do what I wanted. However, he did what his character revealed himself. So I shouldn't be mad. I just have to go spend some more time finding somebody else. What? There's no loss of money, which, as that project is nearing completion, I'll have plenty of time to focus on my other project. I always feel like I have 2 of them going at the same time, and my actual deals, and the mentality that comes with dealing with people who believe they know, however, who have no experience, and getting them ready to go into a venture that they've never embarked on in owning real estate. And now that I'm seeing more about the education, which is bubbling up to development, the society I plan to enter, the institutes, and the fundraising organizations, I'm looking very forward to that because they'll put me in a class of people who are doing this at whatever level they're doing it, who have been doing it, and who have it on their mentality. So I'll be able to continue to build my library of education, author some more books, and get that world of knowledge. That world of knowledge is what I need to have, but I can't spend all my money on books yet. I mean, I'll get them. They're not going anywhere, but yeah, it'd be cool ordering up about 100-something books and reading through and reading all these good stories about these developers. And I think Hines Development was one of them. I think his name was Gerald Hines out of Houston. He was an engineer. A real estate developer. There's another one, last name Wilson. Similar story. Went to University of Houston. Yeah, Houston's interesting. They don't have any zoning laws in their city. It's probably because the people have good values. They make deals happen. So with that, I'll be working on my car too. Man, I get compliments all the time, but it's like cars and houses. But the thing that makes like cars and houses go is me getting the money. But I can always just go to the car parts store and get parts for the car. I could always go to the house parts store and get parts for the house. So since I already have the frame, the structure, I'm just getting parts. Buying parts for both of these, left and right, and in the middle of doing that, it's me meeting clients along the way through my leads and tracking them down, Be like, okay, well, follow this lead up, follow this lead. Boom, now I've produced more money. It's like this game I used to play with myself where when I was younger, I would have like, I would drop a maze on a piece of paper. And on that maze, it would be a street. And so in that street, on this paper, I would draw me on foot. And then like a little bit further along the path, I would draw some tires. And a little bit further along on the path, I would draw an engine. And a little bit further along, I would draw a car. And it's a maze. And like as I'm going through this maze, I'm picking up all of these pieces. Like okay, well, I'll go up here. Oh yeah, I got the tires. Go over here. Oh, I got the engine. I go over here, transmission. Over here, I got the car. I put all the pieces to the car together. Oh, now I got a whole car. I can run around. I've done the same thing with houses. And as it's getting better, it's getting better. So as my judgment is getting better and I'm learning to recognize what my emotions are telling me, which is like when I'm angry, mad, powerful, it's making it move so much faster and I'm not going back. And now that I'm building this strength, I'm going forward because this is strength I've already had. However, setbacks. It's been unfortunate. It'll get better because I'll make it so. Now that I'm in this environment, really I'm in this culture dish called where I live. Things are so in reach that it's gonna be a movie. Like I got the food there, I got socializing up the street at the mall. Just walk to the mall. I got a couple gyms to pick from, some martial arts, boxing. I could walk to, but I'm gonna ride my bike too. There's a whole amphitheater right up the street where I went to a concert like less than a month ago. Man, I forgot about that. There are these buildings over here which they have one's a mechanic shop and they're all like mechanic shops. I'll probably see about buying one of them once I get my second car finished, so I can have somewhere to put my cars without having to go so far. That'll be fun. And the store is right up the street, so